transition update day. I am exhausted. Let's talk a little bit about me first. The reason why I haven't gotten it done is I didn't want to have to come out to a notary. I don't want to hurt myself, so I transitioned. There are some trans people in Kansas fighting back. I am pretty much done with dashing for the day. Maybe have one more order I'll do, but it's getting so dark that I'm ready to be finished. And it's transition update day, so what are we gonna do today? I'll look through the things in the news that have been happening with trans people, and then we'll talk about them for a little bit. I am exhausted. I made a good amount of money though. I hit my goal, so that's good, right? DoorDash tried to give me 11 miles for $9. I mean, who's taking that? I'm not taking that. No. Who's home? I'm home. And we can start our transition update. Well, I said I wanted to talk about the headlines first. Let's talk a little bit about me first and what I'm going through and how things have changed in the last week or so. Actually, it's been about 2 weeks. I started taking these vitamin D3, and every day when I take those, I also take my hormones, which I talked about a little bit. My skin has gotten smoother because it was getting rough there for a little while. I also started using sunscreen, so I started because I have this little dark spot there. Instead of being concentrated in one spot, it's kind of like dispersed a little. So I don't know. Let's see it again here. It's just gotten lighter, but bigger. So hopefully it'll get smaller. We'll see. I'd be happy with just generally being less prominent, because I don't like how it looks there. It is officially March. Well, was it officially March? Yeah, it's officially March. Welcome to March 1st. I paid my rent today. So I was instructed by my primary care physician to call them this month to schedule another appointment. So I'm going to do that. I plan on talking to the transgender health and wellness place this month because I really need to get my birth certificate done. And they're going to help out with that. So that's going to be helpful. I want to make sure I can get that done before they start, making it so I can't get it done. With the government as it is, getting that done as soon as possible is probably... You know what? The reason why I haven't gotten it done is I didn't want to have to come out to a freaking notary. I really didn't want to and still don't want to. Maybe we have our own notary. Well, not we, but the Transgender Health and Wellness Center does. So I'm going to talk to them and see if I can get some help. I just not comfortable, and I needed help. I was trying to get my therapist to help, and he got me the paperwork, but we were supposed to go through it and everything, and we didn't end up doing that for whatever reason. But I want to get that done this month. My doctors called me in, and I think on the 30th of this month, I have a doctor's appointment, and they're going to talk to me about mental health because they noticed I was putting 10s on how bad I felt on surveys they asked me to complete. So I need to talk to them on the 30th, and I'm going to go in and talk to them. One of the headlines that you see here is Kansas is going through with its stuff with trans people, revoking their IDs, and it is extremely worrying to see that. I didn't know that all the Republicans in these states are like this. Though I should have known, because I lived with my dad and my mom. They were both Republican, and through the years I was always downstairs with them. And I have a can't see it over here, but I have a little TV tray that I used to always use. I brought it with me, but I would always use it downstairs, and I'd have either this one or this laptop, and I'd sit with them, and Dad would always have Fox News on, or he would be listening to some Republican podcast, and they're always talking mad trash on trans people the whole time. For over 10 years they've been doing this, and it's very, very worrying, and it caused me a lot of pain mentally to be hearing that from the things my parents are watching. I mean, Mom's gone, but she mostly, to be honest, she was watching stuff or on her own computer, on her laptop, and she ended up doing a lot of schoolwork because she was a teacher, and so she wasn't paying attention as much as my dad was, so it was rough. I've been saying this for years and years. I don't want to be trans. I didn't want to be this way. It's just how it was, how it is. I don't want to be this way. It's something you're born with. I didn't want to transition, but my brain was like, you better do this or else you're just not going to live life happily. So I had to do it. You know, I always have those people, they're saying, oh, you're so brave, you're so brave. And I'm like, I'm not brave. I'm just not dumb. I don't want to hurt myself. So I transitioned, I guess. I mean, can you call that bravery? But no, it wasn't like it was a choice. It was like, do this or I'm gonna feel so bad I don't want to live anymore. So it's like, yeah, have to do it. There are some trans people in Kansas fighting back. I saw some people they are suing the government for pulling driver's licenses. So there's that at least. It looks like Lyft is actually offering to give rides to trans people who've lost their licenses. So that's good. I've always gotten, when I had Medi-Cal, I used to get free rides from Lyft and Uber through Medi-Cal, and that was very welcome, and I needed it. I really did. I didn't have the money to keep buying gas for my car back then, and they took me on some really long rides, and it is so appreciated. It looks like Pedro Pascal is supporting us, which is really freaking cool. Everybody loves that guy. Well, not everybody. Looks like Boy Scouts are saying that trans people are still welcome. Cool, I guess. I know there was some really, a little while back, there was some issues with trans people and the Boy and Girl Scouts back then. So I think they changed their ways back then, and then it was really good going forward for trans kids, and stuff's just turned around for all of this, and it's like, so frustrating. I guess Trump had a State of the Union address, and he talked about how trans kids are in danger and stuff like that. They keep lying like this, and it's so stupid. It takes literally 2 seconds to look it up to learn, the standards of operation and everything. The order of operations, for trans care. It's like, but people don't do that. They just read a headline and then move on. It sucks. Even Democrats like Gavin Newsom are saying things like, we need to make the party more culturally normal and stop talking about pronouns. So anti-trans rhetoric. It's so bullshit. All right, I'm tired of ranting about that. Sorry, I think I'm done with that. Yeah, no more headlines. It's just gonna get me more and more depressed, and I don't want that right now. I think that's it for today's update. I know it might be a little bit smaller than normal, but hey, I'm tired. It's the end of the week, and I'm just so tired, really. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow in the regular vlog, and have a great night. Mwah.